Hi, my name is Anna.
And I'm Haley, and this is The Late Night Show. This is a new thing that Anna and I created to help kids know more about what's going on and to see an inside view and like a little recap of what we did.
We'll be talking about upcoming events, and then we'll also be showing the weekend schedule so kids know what's going on.
And we'll also be interviewing kids too.
And staff.
And staff.
Yeah.
And we'll be uploading every week on Friday. So yeah. I hope you guys tune in and watch and enjoy.
I really enjoyed meeting the guest speaker that we have, Pastor Jonathan. He's been really good at talking about the Bible characters and relating it to our generation and making it funny and entertaining. But I also really like the music that we've put together. The worship team has put a lot of practice into it, so it's well put together and it just sounds really good. And so I'm a returning member to the spiritual team, and this year it's been pretty different. We were able to have a student chaplain, so I got the opportunity to be hired as the school's student chaplain. And this year we were given more independence, and we have a bigger say in the spiritual life going on at DAA, which is nice. My favorite part, it's been really nice getting to know all of the other members on the spiritual committee and getting to know all the other spiritual gifts that we hold. Like some are more musically inclined with instruments. We all just have our own spiritual gifts, so it's nice to get to know everybody in that way.
My name is Jonathan Burnett.
My name is Rob Carlson.
My name's David Werner.
Me and Rob met at Andrews University at the seminary there.
And I met both of these gentlemen here at DAA, but different times. Rob 3 years ago, and Jonathan just this week. So I'm speaking just for myself. I am not a professional musician, so there's always this fear in me that what I'm bringing is not going to be very good. But what I've experienced this week is that it doesn't need to be. Because we have had worshipful moments here, just bringing what we have.
Yeah.
And that has been wonderful.
It's been an awesome combination of not being like expert musicians, but also by coming together, it's actually been like we become greater than we are by ourselves. And worship, it's been really, I've really appreciated it.
And I feel that the Spirit can do more with people who are just willing to bring everything they've got than he can with professional musicians who are closed off to that.
Yes.
Here.
And what have I been up to? Like generally speaking, for the last few months, I've been teaching Bible classes down here, and we've been kind of making the space, hopefully, like the dream is to make this a space that is spiritually inviting. Not that there's any magic or anything to like, oh, we just have to do everything just right and make it all hip and anything like that, but just to make it a place that communicates that it's for the students, and it's a place that we want them to feel good and comfortable and relaxed and able to encounter God. Like that, to me, atmosphere and the music and everything. I've actually talked with the worship team a lot about this over the last few weeks building up to this, and then also doing the worship music, that we're just trying to create opportunities. Every time we get together isn't going to be like for everyone going to be the moment that they actually have this like deep heart level encounter where God really gets through to them and stuff like that. But I believe that every time we do get together, it's an opportunity for that to happen. And so I want to approach it that way. I want to approach having an environment that speaks, that it just helps, you know?
And I feel like when people are comfortable, they're more willing to worship.
So over the last few weeks, particularly, thank you. I'm gonna take the camera. Hi, I'm behind the camera now. So particularly your dad has helped us, Mr. Garrett has helped us with a lot of things that we've done down here. There used to be a drinking fountain right there. That's cut out, and he and Mr. Peterson helped to get that all set up for us. Putting these curtains back here that can be moved if we, when we're not having our meetings, to make it so there's not a secret hiding place back there, but also just so that we don't have that visual kind of eyesore behind where people are here. Having the TV, up until a week ago, the TV was there and we were able to use it. That was hung kind of to end last school year, but we had cables and cords hanging down there, so he came in and helped us like put those cords in the back so that those aren't hanging in the way. And then Miss Tracy helps us with ideas of like, if we just take this stand and put it over there and put a couple things on top of it, and then if we had some lights in the back, and some of the students were like, well, if we take this white thingy that looks like a very, very long bride's veil and put it over the lights, it kind of makes them stand. And then, look at this going up here. Spotlights. I don't know if they're technically called spotlights. These are LED lights and they're really amazing, but there's 2 of them on this side, 2 on this side, and they just give it a warmth and an attention focus on people, if someone's speaking here. Like, look how well he's lit up here. The lights are actually off right now. The lights in this area are off, and we are getting a little bit of light in through the windows, but it's kind of an overcast day. But like, that's just coming down here so that when you're back here, you guys didn't want to be in it, did you? Well, now you know how it feels. So when you're back here, look, it's just nice. It's a good glow to it. Oh, that lectern stand thing was purchased and brought in here to kind of a little bit of a modern industrial looking kind of a touch. Anyway.
Amazing. So one of the things that I first noticed was you guys have a real warmth about you. You feel comfortable. Maybe it's the space that helps that, but I think it's also the culture of the school. Maybe it's that it's kind of like an intimate size of like a student body number, so everyone kind of knows everyone and kind of feels comfortable. So oftentimes when I come into an environment like this and I don't know anyone, there's like a little bit of like an invisible wall, but I didn't feel any of that. And then during the worships, one of the things I noticed, and it's kind of cool, I've been blessed to be in a number of different spaces and worship with a number of people from different backgrounds, and like there are some places where the way that you know that worship is deep and heartfelt is that, people are kind of singing with volume. They're maybe more demonstrative in their like physical motions. This is not the culture here exactly, but what I noticed is that like there was just such a sweetness in the sound of the student body singing. Like it's hard to describe and quite put into words, but it was like, it just sounded so beautiful, so sweet and pure. I just really loved that. And I felt like, I can't say everyone because I don't know everyone, but it felt like everyone was just genuinely present and in the moment, and just that was special. And then the actual speaking has been great. I've loved connecting. I've loved throwing those little jokes and kind of getting that reaction and kind of going back and forth. But also I've also known, both by people's verbal feedback to me, but also just kind of sensing sometimes certain parts of messages have touched different people in different ways, and that's always, I don't want to say it's the goal, but like it's always special when you feel like something that touched you also resonates and touches someone else, and maybe because of that they might take a step closer to a relationship with Jesus. That's really awesome. And I've had several really great conversations with people afterwards as well, which tell me that like it's kind of going in and connecting. So that's great. I've loved it.
Yeah.
100%. And the only regret I have is that my family couldn't come with me. We were really planning to make that happen, but unfortunately at the last minute plans had to change. But I know my girls would have loved it. And I know that they would have been like sucked into all of you guys, and especially my oldest, who kind of thinks she's 15 already anyway, would have loved the whole experience. And my wife would have loved it and loved the scenery and just the environment. So if the opportunity arises, it would be a privilege to return. And we kind of have some plans anyway, even if the opportunity doesn't, like creating some kind of thing, like, because we have a school in connection with our church, and I think it would be so cool to have some of our kids who, you know, live in the city, live in Chicago, and kind of have that experience, come out here and kind of see what this is and connect with some of you. And I just think it would be awesome, you know, just to facilitate something like that. So we'll see what happens. Watch this space, I guess.
We'll be talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've appreciated this. This is the fourth time that we have been able to work together in this sort of capacity.
Yeah.
And every time it has been beautiful and amazing and life-changing to me, and every time in a different way. And so I just appreciate that. Thanks for being willing to come out and spend this time. And David, for being here with us as well. You are a friend and a help beyond what you give yourself credit for.
I've really appreciated connecting with David, just the conversations we've had, his insights, what he adds to worship is so beautiful. And this boy can sing, even though he's kind of trying to hide behind, you know, the piano. But anyway, it's been great.
Yeah, really appreciated it being here. Bye,
Goodbye,
everyone.
DAA.